welcome to my channel Faisal Physics CIS point to point explanation, examination point of view explanation. In this video, you will be learning about very short answer questions from the topic motion in a plane. This topic is taken from Telangana State Syllabus Intermediate First Year Physics as well as CBSE Class 11th Physics. Let us see first question. The vertical component of a vector is equal to horizontal component, that is given. So vertical component is equal to horizontal component of a vector. For example, f is a vector and it has two components. This is horizontal, this one is vertical. So horizontal component is f cos theta and vertical component will be f sin theta. So this you have to remember. Horizontal component f cos theta, vertical component f sin theta when theta is along with x-axis. So according to question, vertical component equal to horizontal component. So f sin theta equal to f cos theta. F sin theta equal to f cos theta. Here f cancel. Sin theta I am bringing cos theta down. Cos theta equal to 1. Sin by cos is nothing but tan theta. Tan theta is equal to 1. So tan theta equal to, so 1 in terms of tan is tan 45. The value of tan 45 is 1. So in place of 1 we are writing tan 45. So tan get cancelled, theta is equal to 45 degrees. So this is the answer. Second question. Two forces of magnitude 3 units and 5 units. Let one force is P, 3 units, and other force is Q, 5 units. Act at 60 degrees. So angle between them is given 60 degrees. What is the magnitude of the resultant? Resultant equal to question mark. The formula of resultant is R equal to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta under root. So the value of P is 3 and the Q is 5. So 3 square plus 5 square plus 2 into 3 into 5 cos theta 60 under root. 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25 plus 2 3s are 6, 6 5s are 30 into cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2 under root. So here 2 1s are 2, 15s are. So 9 plus 25 plus 15. So which is equal to 49. So root 49 is 7. So the answer is 7 units. Next question. When two right angle vectors of magnitude 7 units and 24 units combine, what is the magnitude of their resultant? Whenever two vectors are given and we have to find the magnitude, we have to use the formula R equal to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta under root. So here P we have 7, Q we have 24. Theta here right angle, that is nothing but 90 degrees. So R equal to P square, 7 square and Q square means 24 square. 2 into P means 7, Q is 24 and cos 90 degrees. So under root. R equal to 7 square is nothing but 49. 24 square is nothing but 576. 576 plus this whole term will become 0 because the value of cos 90 is 0. Therefore, the whole term will become 0 under root. 49 plus 576 is nothing but 625. So 625. Under root 625 is nothing but 25. So the answer is 25 units. Next question. A is equal to I plus j. What is the angle between vector and x-axis? To solve such questions, you should know basics. Let us see. The standard form A is equal to AXI plus AYJ. Formula of magnitude of A is AX square plus AY square under root. To find the angle, cos theta is equal to AX by mod A. If you are finding with respect to x-axis, AX. If you are finding with respect to y-axis, here you have to take ay. Let us apply this concept to the given question. So we have to find cos theta, that is angle ax by mod a. Ax means the coefficient of I we have to write. If nothing is there, that means 1 is there. So 1 by then mod a. Mod a is nothing but ax square plus ay square. Ax square plus ay square, that is to under root. So 1 by ax you have 1, ay also 1. So under root 1 square plus 1 square, that is 1 by root 2. So cos theta. Therefore cos theta equal to 1 by root 2. Cos theta 1 by root 2 in terms of cos, if we write, it will be cos 45. So here cos get cancels, theta equal to 45. So the answer is 45 degrees. Next question. If P equal to 2i plus 4j plus 14k and Q is equal to 4i plus 4j plus 10k, find the magnitude of P plus Q. So in such questions, first of all, we have to find the value of P plus Q, and then we have to find the magnitude of P plus Q. Let us find the value of P plus Q first. So P plus Q. So here 2i and 4i. 2 plus 4, 6. 6i. Then 4j and 4j. Nothing but 8j if you add. And then we have 14 and 10. 24k. So in this manner we have to add first. So P plus Q. Now we have to find the magnitude of P plus Q. Magnitude of P plus Q. Magnitude of P plus Q means under root 6 square plus 8 square plus 24 square. 6 square 36, 8 square 64, 24 square 576 under root. If you add, you will get 676. So 676 under root is nothing but 26. Next question. Can a vector of magnitude 0 have non-zero component? The answer is no. Let us see why. For example, there is an object. So on this object, two forces are acting in opposite direction. So one force is acting like this, for example 10 newtons, other force is acting like this. So two forces are equal and opposite acting on an object. Resultant of these two forces is 0, but individually if you see, they have non-zero component. Next question. What is the acceleration of a projectile at the top of the trajectory? The answer is vertical. Let us see the last question. Can two vectors of unequal magnitude add up to give 0 vector? The answer is no. The answer is no. If two unequal vectors, for example 10 newtons and 15 newtons, they are add up, so the answer will be 25 newtons but not 0 newtons. If you take any example, if you add two unequal vectors, so the resultant will never be 0. Next question. Can three unequal vectors add up to give 0 vector? The answer is yes. If there are three unequal vectors, then the answer is yes, according to triangle law. According to triangle law, it is possible.